The Oculus Quest 2 was a bit of a surprise to a lot of us. For one, it's cheaper than the original Quest, but it also has some notable changes, niggles if you will, that makes this headset awful in some ways. Don't get me wrong, there are some fantastic things to like about this headset. The new 2K graphics resolution for each eyepiece, the 90Hz refresh rate, and just the sheer speed that this thing opens up games and applications. But there are tons of reviews already online that you can go watch talk about all of the fluffy, lovely stuff. So here is my down-to-earth take after owning the original Oculus Quest headset, which I shot a sort of review in a video that I'll link up here and down below in this video. And now upgrading to this brand new Oculus Quest 2, which I've had since launch day, so that's been a couple of weeks or so now. Now, if you already own a Quest 2, then I'm interested to know if you have the same thoughts as I did, so do let me know in the comments, but otherwise, let's crack through them. Point number one is the straps. Now, previously you could adjust the straps in 3 places. There was one on top, which is still there, and then 2 on the sides, which are not there anymore. Now you have to have a more awkward adjustment around the back to adjust these 2 sides. Personal preference, I guess, but I find it really difficult to adjust them whilst I'm wearing it. Point 2 is the eyepiece adjustments. I honestly don't get this one at all. On previous models, you had a sliding thing on the bottom of the headset that slides the eyepieces closer together or further apart. Well, on the Quest 2, they've completely ditched this switch, and instead you have to take off the headset and physically push the eyepieces together or further apart, and they now kind of click into place, so you can't really get that fine adjustment that the first generation headset had. Point number 3, also, the eyepieces fog up, and maybe this one is just me, but I use this daily for a 30-minute workout, which gets me my Vitality health insurance points that pays for the Apple Watch, Amazon Prime, and a few other things. But when I exercise with this thing on, particularly playing boxing games and then maybe Beat Saber, the lenses fog up. I've actually given up a number of times here where I can keep on taking the headset off to clean the lenses, but I don't know, I guess my body heat is just fogging them up. It's really bad. Point number 4 is the field of view. You know when you play some of those games where you might say, wear a helmet in the game, and then your field of view gets restricted because you can see the edges of that inside of the helmet? Well, that's a thing here. Now, I did recently sell my original Quest, so I can't actually compare now, but I don't ever recall this being a thing. With this headset on and in pretty much every game now, I'm now more aware than ever that when my eyes look around and it hits the edge of a viewable area, and then it's just black, kind of makes the immersion in some of those games a little lackluster at times, particularly when I was playing games like, Half-Life Alyx, which is an incredible game. And then lastly is that you have to sign in with a Facebook account to use this thing, which wasn't a thing with the previous generation, and personally this isn't really an issue for me, but I do know that this caused uproar in the community, as of course we all know what Facebook likes to do with our data, and not everyone has a Facebook account. So if you don't have a Facebook account, you're going to be pretty stuck with this headset. And there we have it. And like I said before, there are a ton of great things about this Quest 2. Games from the Quest 1 work on the Quest 2. They're getting updated to support the high refresh rate. Battery life is great, considering I have the standard headset with no extra headpiece or battery. The audio is stunningly good, and considering it plays into your ears from the headset itself without wearing headphones. But if you're directly comparing this to the Quest 1, it seems that there have been some compromises made, which for me put a slight dampener on the experience. Maybe that's why it's cheaper, because there's less parts to it, I guess. But still, would I recommend you still buy one? Well, yeah, I still would. Since otherwise that would be technically like me saying that you should buy a Xbox 360 instead of the new Xbox. Because the Quest is the latest tech and the latest features, it's faster and better in so many ways. And for those who didn't own the Quest 1, this thing will absolutely 100% blow your mind. The way you can physically walk around in games, pick up objects from the floor and interact with the environment, all of which is driven by the headset and just these small cameras built in, it's absolutely incredible. If you do want to grab your own, then link, as always, in the description below. And if you do go on to buy one yourself, I'd love to know what niggles, if you found the same niggles that I've come across as yours. Of course, like the video if you did, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you, bye-bye.